Hi and welcome to Cisca Stitches channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with us a detailed tutorial on how to make this beautiful corset with yoke and bra cup. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Please click the subscribe button and click the bell so you get updates when I post new videos. So let us get right into the tutorial. The video for this corset pattern is right on my channel. I'm going to leave the link in my description box, or you can check the tutorial right before this one. You're going to see the detailed video on how to make your corset pattern with yoke. Okay, so now what we want to do is to sew this up in order to make a beautiful basque corset, or corset with a triangular waistline. I have cut out my patterns on fabric, so what we are seeing here is the lining fabric. I've cut it out, added my seam allowances of 1/2 inch all around. The only difference is that the zipper allowance is going with 1 inch. So here is the front corset pattern with the triangular waistline. As you can see, I did not add anything here, and that is because the seam allowance for this part was added on the pattern, so I did not add anything on the fabric. So right here are the main fabric pieces, which I have added paper stay to. As you can see, there's no paper stay added to the lining fabric, and I'll be using Ankara fabric for the cup parts of our corset. Okay, that's what I'm going to be using, and what I'm going to do right now is to sew the pieces up together. So here is the bra cup pieces, which I'm going to start sewing first. I like to have my pattern right in front of me so that I don't sew the wrong sides. Okay, so here is this piece right here. This is what we have. It should match. Okay, that's very, very important. If it doesn't match, that means you have the wrong side. Okay, so this is it right here. Okay, so this piece is supposed to go with this piece. Okay, and this is it right here. So we are right on track. I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'll do the same thing to the other cup piece as well. Okay, go on to sew with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Then we are going to do the same thing for the down pieces. Okay, go on to sew each piece by a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, so right here is the back piece. I'll sew by a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and I'll do the same thing for the front piece. I'll sew this part where the cup is going to sit. To close up the dart, I'll sew by a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Repeat the same thing for this other piece as well. So after sewing the cup pieces, this is what I have. I want to quickly mention something, that by the time you sew your cup and it is not relaxing smoothly on the bra cup, what I mean is that if you're having a lot of puffiness around this side, what I'll advise you to do is to go on to reshaping your cup parts a bit, okay, and then place it on top of your bra cup to see if it is relaxing well. All right, so what I'm going to do for my cup piece now, because I actually had to do a bit of adjustment, what I'm going to do is to place the Ankara piece right on top. I'll place hemming gum inside, okay, and press it down so that it relaxes on the bra cup really well, and then I'll go on to stitch the bra cup onto the Ankara fabric all around. Okay, so after sewing my bra cup onto the fabric, this is what I have, as you can see, on the inside. Now before I go ahead and do any trimming, I'm going to place the lining fabric right on top of the bra cup. All right, what we want to do is to make sure that we trim both lining fabric and main fabric at the same time, so we do this the right way. Okay, so I just place it on top, stretch it out, and I'm going to use my pin to hold the fabric in place, just like this. I'll stretch out my fabric, pin it down, so we can have everything, you know, really leveled out. So this is what I have, and I'll go on to trim my fabric where I have, you know, the excess sort of showing around this point. So after trimming my cup, this is what it looks like. Now what I've done for the bodice part is to join the front piece together so that we have one whole piece, as you can see here, and then I went ahead to join the back piece to the front piece, because what I want to do right now is to add boning to this body. So I've made fabric strips that are going to form my bone casing, and you can decide to just follow your dart lines right here. Okay, just follow your dart lines to cover it up. follow your side seam as well. Okay, just be creative with whatever you want. So aside from following your dart lines, you can go on to create a slanted shape, which is what I'm going to do. I'll follow my dart lines as well as do a slanted one right here. It will help create more structure. So the multiple boning channels you have, the more structure your corset will be. So I'll go on to create my boning channels all around this bodice. The lining fabric is not going to have any boning channels, so yeah, so this is what we're going to do. So after sewing on my boning channels, this is what it looks like. Now I have about a quarter inch to sew my bra cup onto this basque bodice. So what I'm going to do at this moment is to trim off a quarter of an inch, because I gave half an inch seam allowance to my bra cup. I'm going to trim off a quarter of an inch around the cup, around this top part. Basically at the top of the corset, I will trim off a quarter of an inch, so I know that I have a quarter of an inch left for seam allowance. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the top of the lining piece as well. Trim off about a quarter of an inch. And what I'm going to do next is to take my bra cup now. We're going to be attaching it to the corset bodice. So I'm going to be sewing the bra cup onto the corset bodice with a quarter of an inch, and I'm going to make sure that this seam on my bra cup right here matches with the seam that I have on the corset bodice. So after sewing my bra cup and creating my boning channels, this is what it looks like. What I want to do next is to cut the yoke for this bodice using the pattern I created in my last video. So I'll be using 2 nets for this part. This front piece will be cut on fold. I'll be adding half an inch seam allowance all around, okay? And this part will not be cut on fold because we are adding a zipper allowance. So this is what we have. I'll be adding 1 inch for my zipper allowance, and I'm going to be doubling the fabric pieces because 2 nets is very, very light and can tear very easily. So I'll go on to double it, like I said, cut 2 of each. Okay, so each piece is folded into 2 for us to cut this out, and then I'll cut it adding my seam allowances all around. So after cutting, I'm going to separate them into 2 so that we have each front piece with each back piece. Okay, so let me just demonstrate with one. So here is one front piece and here is the back piece. So what I'm going to do is to sew the shoulder seams. Okay, I'm going to sew the shoulder seam as well as sew this side area, and I'll repeat it for the second layer before going on to turn it. Okay, so after sewing the shoulder seams, this is what we have. The next thing I'm going to do is to place them on top of each other with right sides. Okay, so what I want to do next is to sew the neckline. Okay, I'm going to sew the neckline and then sew the zipper allowance. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is take this to my sewing machine. Here is my zipper allowance. Okay, so I'm going to sew this part, sew the neckline all the way to the other end, and then come right back down and sew the zipper allowance short. So we're not going to touch the armhole. This is just a tutorial. It's not like I'm making this dress for anybody. So what we're going to do is to just leave the armhole like this. If you want to go on to attach your sleeve, go ahead and attach a sleeve to this. If you want to make this sleeveless, you can also go on to sew your armhole short so that it is going to appear, neat like what you have at the shoulder. So I'll take this to my sewing machine and stitch it all up. So after sewing and turning the yoke, this is what it looks like. Now what I want to advise is that this your neckline, once you're done sewing it, make sure to trim off the excess and then create tiny notches so that the neckline can relax really well. And once we are done with that, what I'm going to do is to take this now. I'm going to place it on top of the corset and we are going to be sewing this part down. Okay, the entire back all the way down. Now this is what I'm going to do. For this back part, I'm going to sew it half an inch away from the zipper allowance because we're still going to line this part. So I sew half an inch away from the edge and just keep sewing it all the way around. What you can do is to place side seam of the 2 nets to the side seam of the bodice, which is right here. Okay, go on to sew that down and just continue sewing along the cup, along the side, all the way down. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do after sewing this is to turn the seam around the top of this corset side with the lining fabric. So after sewing the yoke onto the bodice, this is what it looks like. Okay, you can see how really neat it looks. What we want to do right now is to cover the inside with the lining. So I have the lining sewn up with the BRA CUP. Everything is all sewn up. I'm going to have to trim all this out. Now what we are going to do is to place it like this, okay, so that the two net, that is the yoke part, is sort of sandwiched between the main fabric and the lining fabric, and we're going to sew all around the top like this, okay, making sure that the yoke piece is sandwiched in between. Sew along the BRA CUP, along the side as well, all the way to the end. Okay, now I want to advise that when you are sewing your yoke onto the fabric, you have to do a little bit of stretching, which is what I experienced. Yes, I had to do a bit of stretching so that my net can cover the bodice piece. Now if you're having any issues with that, what I would advise you to do is to increase the curve around the yoke part in the BRA CUP area. That's the part that will sit on the BRA CUP. Just increase the curve so that it can really sit well without you having to stretch this out. So I'll just go ahead and take this to my sewing machine and stitch this up. Okay, then I'll come explain to you guys what we are going to do next. So I've sewn the lining piece onto the corset, this top right here, and what I've also gone to do was to sew the zipper allowance area of the lining part to the main fabric short. I did the same thing for the other side as well, and this is what we have. So what I'm going to do right now is to bring right sides out, and you can see that we actually have a very, very neat finish here. Okay, so this is what this part will look like. So you can see that the net part and the fabric parts sort of align along the zipper allowance area. In order for us to have the corset sitting really well, okay, what I will advise you to do is to add hemming tape around this part and then go on to press it. So that is what I'm going to do so that the cup part too can also relax really well. Okay, to make it easier for you, okay, while attaching your lining onto this part, sew hemming tape along that place. It's going to be easy for you to press it down and having everywhere look really neat. If you don't know what hemming tape looks like, this is it right here. All I need to do is to just place some on the inside and press it. The heat from the iron is going to melt the glue and allow the fabric pieces to glue onto each other. So after adding hemming tape at the top part of the corset, this is what it looks like. So you can see that this part is actually quite relaxed, and this is what we have. The next thing we want to do is to insert our boning into this corset to give the corset a little bit of structure. Okay, so I actually like the outcome of this corset that we have just made. Is looking very, very neat. So we'll be using plastic boning for this corset, but of course you can equally use Regilene boning, that's a polyester boning, for your corset. So this is the plastic boning that I have. What I'm going to do is to use a candle to sort of like smoothen this edge so that it doesn't create some form of discomfort when I wear the corset. So I'll go ahead and do that now to all the boning pieces that will go into all of these channels. And after doing that, what we are going to do next is to insert the boning, and this is how I like to insert my boning. Okay, so the part that is curved is the part that is going to sort of like rest on my body, so it's going to create sort of like that resistance. So I'm just going to insert it like this, and you need to make sure that your boning is, especially if you're using plastic boning, is about 0.75 inches or 1 inch away from the edge, such that by the time you're attaching this to a skirt piece, your needle will not sew on top of it, because plastic boning will break your needle. But if you're using the other type of boning, which is Regilene or polyester boning, you can go on to make the length up to the end of the corset. Your sewing machine can actually sew through that. So once I insert my boning into all of the channels, which I have done, okay, so this is what it looks like. So you can see that it's sort of going up, such that by the time I wear it, it is going to relax on my body. If you put it the other way, it's going to form like a curved shape, and you don't want that. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to take this to my sewing machine. I want to sew this entire end short, okay? So I'm going to take this to my sewing machine, sew the edge all the way to the zipper allowance on this side, and I'll repeat the same thing for this side. The next I want to do is to show you how to cut the front basque part onto your skirt pattern. So after sewing, this is what we have for the corset bodice. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I want to show us how we are going to cut this part into the skirt part. Okay, so let us assume this is the skirt piece of the fabric, and your darts have been sewn. Now we're going to assume this part here is the waist area. Okay, so you need to make sure that this side seam here, okay, sort of matches right on top of the waist area. Can you see? Okay, and the same thing goes for the other side, just right on top. Okay, and what you're going to do is to cut this part out following your corset pattern. Okay, so you're just going to cut this out and cut this other side out as well. So your skirt piece is going to have this shape, okay? And what you will need to do to join it to this piece is to place it like this, okay? You are going to sew by 1/2 inch all the way down. So can you see my explanation? Sew like this by 1/2 inch all the way down, so that by the time you flip it over, okay, the triangular shape of your dress is going to come out. So I just wanted to use this to illustrate, cutting the skirt part out for you. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial in making this corset. If you did, please kindly give us a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell so you get updates when I post new videos, and I'm going to be seeing you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.